Hello, Collin. Thanks for coming. Thank you for your time. We meet here in this garden because I thought leaves are coming down, it's autumn, and your general research is autumn of human beings. You are a researcher, internationally acclaimed. You are also a reader. And there I realized you have many autographs, and all these autographs were warm autographs. So you are not only a researcher, but also a liked researcher.
I started as a researcher and a scientist, and one of the most important things to do is to read. So you read, you're trying to understand, and this is actually my hobby. I read lots of publications from other scientists, and then when scientists I know and I admire, they bring out a book, of course I'm going to read it. And it's not so easy to translate or bring very complex biology, complex processes into simple terms, right? And so always astonished how well they can explain something that complex in layman's terms, in simple terms, to the general audience.
You continued then your studies at the City University of New York, got a PhD, master degree, went on to Cambridge, went on to Stanford, I think. You were everywhere.
I started out in Basel and at the Friedrich Misch Institute for biomedicine. It's a Novartis-sponsored institute. Going to the University of Basel, studying different things, and there was one professor, Walter Gehring. He's shown that he can, with gene manipulation, he could make flies that have legs grown out of their eyes by just changing the genetic code, one transcription factor. And I was like, this is amazing, because you could just genetically manipulate it, right? And it's not playing God, but you're trying to understand how biology works, right? And I found out, how is that possible? At the same time, there was another researcher there, Michael Hall. He discovered the mTOR kinase, which is important for growth, but at the same time also for aging, now we know. And so with this, I really stumbled into the aging field, because I read another paper from Cynthia Kenyon that shown that in C. elegans, which is a little round worm, a single mutation in a single gene was able to double their lifespan. So C. elegans lives around 3 weeks. Now a single mutation out of 20,000 genes, right, was able to double their lifespan. And this is amazing if you think about how complex aging is. And so by then I knew, well, this is the biggest mystery I want to solve.
Doing research, I always think you have to wait not 1 year, you have to wait 10 years. So what do you think, what traits of yours made you come so far?
Well, typically we are kind of obsessed. It's a passion, it's a hobby, right? So I get up in the morning around 4:35. I get up excited, want to continue making discoveries, and for me it's like being an artist. I really love what I do, and to move this forward. And of course you have to have patience and persistence. So as you mentioned, I mean, some discoveries go fast. You make them with a year, you can bring it out. Other discoveries, it takes a long time. So at least 2 of my discoveries, one of them took 10 years and the other one 11 years. In a sense, to really figure out how it works on the molecular level, what molecules are changed during aging, how does it exactly work, what are the benefits really on the molecular level. It took a long time. There were lots of you know, things that went into the wrong directions, like, you know, you climbing up a tree, but then you went to a wrong branch. And it's like, okay, now I'm wrong, and go backwards, go up, till you find, you know, the top of the tree and figure out, like, you know, try to solve the whole problem.
I can tell here in your eyes, you're so enthusiastic about it. It's really passion, but a long-term passion.
You want to do something, you want to have also the freedom to study anything you want to, and for that you have to raise money. So I was very fortunate to raise money from the Swiss National Science Foundation. They gave me a lot of freedom to move forwards.
You have sort of a role model or personalities that impressed you or inspired you better?
Yeah, during my 20 years I've been doing this, I had lots of different mentors and inspiring people. And at the moment, the one that is at the moment my inspiring person is actually George Church at Harvard Medical School.
Yep.
He has a huge lab, over 100 people working for him, but he combines at the same time not only academia but also industry. And he's doing just like the most craziest and fantastic research. My mission statement is to bring health and life quality to the elderly population. We do, for example, caloric restriction. Do you have any improvements in your health? What do you measure? What parameters are, you know, there to say that you're really healthy, right? And so only if you can quantify something, you can manage it.
So you have a clear vision of the future world, sort of utopia?
At the moment, we can do much more than we do. The reason I say this is because my vision is to really translate that and bring this. And it's a shift in medicine, right? From reactive medicine to a preventative, which is already coming up, yeah, but also one thing that starts earlier, right?
Yeah.
So a proactive kind of medicine. If you know exactly what to do and you have the right things to quantify, then you can do this. And so that, I think that's where the future go, and that will increase life quality.